What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're attending out Let's Build Little Nightmares 2 in Minecraft. This is episode number 39, and we are live, and my mic is working. That's always good. This is a really weird situation because I have to charge my controller, and I'm sitting in a different spot, and then I have to charge my phone, so that's fun. I figured I'd throw that out there. What is happening? Why? This annoys me. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. I don't know why that was like that. So yeah, as you can see, the Z coordinate, we're gonna say to finish is about 980 right now. Last time we would have seen it would have been up to like here, I think, because I didn't have this rock, I don't think. So I feel like 864. So I did a little bit. I kind of grinded for like 50 minutes last night, which was fun. Hello, Common Grounds. I did all this. And this, and then if you go down here, I changed this up a lot. I think it looks a lot better now. And then you'll see the backside, where I started, looks a lot better. Although this you kind of can't just like, well, you can. Ow, my head. But you can't just run through it. And then I have fence gates here, so you can leave. That was very bumpy. But yeah, this is kind of, I really like the way this looks. I think I was like, you know what, let's go with a dirty kind of, because it is kind of dirt here. So I was like, let's find a dirty combination of blocks, and I think that turned out great. Only thing I didn't actually add was coarse dirt, because I feel like that's a little too dark. But I could have done normal dirt, because I do have, random pick speed off, because I need it off. But I'm very happy with this part. It's not much, but it's there. I'm gonna actually unplug my controller and go charge my phone instead, because that's gonna die. Actually, I'll wait a minute to get the charger. I don't really need it at this very moment, but once my phone hits 10%, I'll get up and do it, because I don't feel like getting up and getting the charger as I get up and move places. Very awesome of me. Right below that. Magic. Really, I don't know, and I don't have an answer. The one thing that I've learned about building is if you simplify it, it's not that bad. Like, this has taken me so long, so I think that's a different thing. But, like, don't look at it and be like, okay, don't look at a final project. Look at it section by section. And I'm gonna actually, I might talk about this. Actually, I'll talk about it in a minute here. It doesn't have to do with this, but it has to do with something soon. But like, you know, this, it's just kind of like take it row by row. See how it will mesh with the other row, or the previous row, but don't look at it as a whole. Because most of the time, at least for me, I tend to get lucky and have a sort of pattern where it works out. Like you see like almost a wave pattern there, and it looks pretty cool. Really texturing, there's nothing to it other than just, yeah, maybe that'll look good there. Figure out what you want to start with as a base, though. I didn't actually texture any of the top because I didn't feel it was, useful. But, yeah, really, it's, you know, it's not as hard as I think a lot of people would originally think. Not to say it's easy, but once you're used to it, it is pretty, like, fairly easy. Just, you know. And then all this was harder because most of it's gravel here. So I was trying to, like, you know, figure that out. And just kind of figure out anything that might look as how you want it. For example, the roots I didn't actually use any fences in that part. But fences, hanging roots, strip stone, you know. You should, honestly. I think that's a cool idea. But something I discovered, this is kind of random, but making domes specifically, it's not as hard as I think a lot of people would think. Because you start with a circle, because you make a circle shape, that's going to be your base, and then you make another half circle as the top, and they should be roughly the same, obviously, except one's in half. And then you just kind of make circles going layer by layer, and then you do the same circles going from, you go basically kind of top going out and bottom going up, and you'll hit like a point where you're just gonna have these crevices in the corners, and you kind of just fill them in with whatever you think might look good. It's not circles, I think, or domes specifically, I think aren't that bad. The hardest part is probably getting the circles, but once you have one circle, you really can just use that to make the rest of them. It isn't that difficult, at least for me. Now, I mean, I have more experience with circles and stuff, so there's a bit of a different line there, but just like in general, it's not as hard as I think you'd think it is. It's just, you know. But I'd like to get all of this part done right here, this stone wall. And I'd like to move on to starting to get this ravine done. Now, this is at Y24, which is low because I think the other one's closer. The other ones are both closer to 50. Let me actually check that real quick. I don't think I have a ceiling. Yeah, but all this, my God. How did you end up here? That's a good question, actually. Uh, yeah, let me go see. I guess I'll just do the lower point, which is probably this side here. Yeah, that's at 52. So, considering this goes down to basically the floor, well, that one's actually not a good example, I don't think. I think the other one's going to be a better example, even though it is higher. This side is 58, so not much higher. But considering these are, like, going down to the floor, we're going to probably have to go into the negatives on the coordinate, which is fine. I'm not necessarily mad about that. It's just, I mean, hey, I'm lucky they changed the height limit and the build limits for minimum and maximum, because if they didn't, I'd be screwed right now. But I mean, I could get around it, just, you know. Fun times. Let's go back. And yeah, this whole box I boxed in. I'm trying to just like make little boxes, not really intentionally, just because I think it'll look better if I have it boxed off. And then this will be one up to that house, and then the other side of that will be to the whatever that thing is, the shed. And then I don't know how I want to split up the townhouses. Now they are fine, I think. The only question is, how do I want to add a top to that area? Because there really isn't a good way to do that. But that's not really a problem right now. I'll have to think about that later. Because I can't really do... I mean, I could do a fog effect on the top, I guess. I can't do the trees like I would like. So I guess it's going to be a fog at the top. But that's going to be like 150 blocks in the air. It's just not going to be necessarily the most convenient thing. Although I'll figure it out, I'm sure. And then that will also kind of affect the townhouses behind it if I do that. And I didn't even think about that until now. That's, I don't think, as big of an issue. I can figure that out. But it's just, it's all kind of things I have to think about while I'm at this point. Because, you know, it's just, you know. It's hard. It really is more thinking than it needs to be. So, I'm just starting with stone. I don't even think no, I didn't even do that on that. I had, deep slate, actually. And then I kind of just built on and built up a little bit more, just randomly doing it. Which I normally wouldn't do. It was kind of weird, but, yeah. So this kind of, like, dips down a bit here. That's not the way. My God, Me6, you are so lit. It's gonna be, 150 blocks in the air. Yeah, pretty much, honestly. That's, yeah. Because I was trying to figure out, I was going to say 100, but I was like, no, not 100. 200 seems too high, so I'll go right in the middle with the 150. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me say join, and then also let me get that phone charger, because my phone is now low on battery. Except I'm going to wait a minute, because I can. This part is hard, though. Like, this is, I think, going to be the hardest part. Just getting something that looks good. I don't know how else to word it. It's just, you know. Although it's not, again, I was talking about it. It isn't, like, terrible if you just, like, think of it logically. Like, I'm not even really thinking that logically. I'm just placing things. Anything to make it look rocky. Now, this part here, too, kind of does span out. So I might just, like, do this or something. That isn't entirely what I was trying to do, but that works. Just like that. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll add some more slabs here. Just kind of like, you know. Yeah, that works. I think that's a decent enough transition for me to be like, yeah. Although I might want to add this as a block. And maybe even this as a stair. Then make a block. I think that's good enough. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Just enough to look... Okay. Let's watch a video of a raccoon screaming. What? Hello, Life and Foundation. No way, it's the main character. We understand. Yeah, imagine quoting songs, even though I do that a lot, actually. Oh, frick. Okay, hold on. I just did something with a Okay, give me a sec because I need a phone charger, and that phone charger is plugged into. Okay, there it is. I knew I had a block around here somewhere to plug into the wall to put a HDMI into, or whatever the frick this thing is. USB. It's not an HDMI. Okay, ow, that hurt. I accidentally dropped the block, and it I'm not gonna give any more details than that. I dropped the phone cord. Okay, hold on. We're having a fun time here. Haunt World likes Boy with Uke. I've listened to a couple of his songs. They're not terrible, but they aren't like great either. It's just there's something about the way they are that doesn't appeal to me specifically. But he's not a bad artist. I think it's the type of appeal that a lot of people probably like. But yeah. I'm gonna say one thing too, um, about music stuff. This is Imagine Dragons related. Uh, but I was listening to one of their recent songs. I don't remember which one it is. Their old songs, don't get me wrong, love them. They're great. But their new songs are god awful. It was I don't remember what song it was, but it was a song, and his like voice in the song just sounded like nails on a chalkboard to me. It's like there's a level of desperation I think that he's good at reaching, but it's not like a level that's satisfying to listen to. It's just like it's almost ugly sounding, just like entirely random. But because I like Imagine Dragons, at least some of their older songs. Like I love the Evolve album, that one's great. But some of those yeah, some of those newer songs are brutal. In terms of toxic, imagine preferred to after dark. Oh my god. Uh, Sometimes yes, crazy, but not necessarily all the time. I I do have a lot on my playlist, though. That's the thing. Although yeah, I have a good mix. I'd say probably like half and half, depressing and kind of like I guess pump up almost. I don't know how to describe it, but there's a level of depressing songs like that where it's just I can't bear listening to it. It's just that bad. And yeah, I'd say Mercury is that level of bad. The both albums really. There's a couple of songs that are pretty good. Bones is good. Why can't they just what I don't understand is I understand being different, but why can't you stick with that type of music? Like that is the type that when I think of Imagine Dragons, that's the song like those are the types of songs that I think of. That Thunder, Believer, those. Why do you have to go with like that level of depressing that they did? And again, I'm not saying depressing songs are necessarily terrible. I like a lot, but there's a level of it where it's just like not good. And yeah. I'm not gonna give you up. Oh no. One time of accident. I wanted to hold you, but oh, wait, what? Hold on, that's kind of sus. Another song that fits the example of what I was saying is Crushed. Crushed is horrible. Like okay, the song itself isn't terrible, but the like part of the song that like when you listen to a song, you want to have a good like kind of like I guess the part that happens multiple times. I forget what you would call that. You'd want that to be good, but it was terrible. The rest of the song I didn't hate though. This kind of area has like a layer of moss on it, and I really don't know how to add that specifically. So I might just not. I'll make this the kind of top-ish layer. Yeah, looks pretty good. That's kind of sus or crazy. So especially. Oh my god. Piano, you should sing when you grow up, or you're growing up. You should become a singer. There we go. That's a better way to word that sentence. It's kind of another section though that is like this, and it kind of arches. I mean, that gets the point across, but it's not good. I have not built the hospital yet, no. Once we get to that point, well, yeah, once we get to that point, I'll probably start getting towards the hospital more. I'm currently just past the end of the school. I barely passed the end of it. I kind of got to that area where you cross the like ravine, and I stopped there because I got stuck on a part and I didn't know what to do, so I gave up. And I was like, yeah, I'll deal with that later. It's kind of later now, and I'm not exactly sure how I want to deal with it, so I'm gonna figure that out, but later. Okay, that looks better, I think. Kind of want to do that though, and then the backside is yeah, not great. Okay, that looks better. It's not exactly how it looks, but like I don't care. Okay, there's a. I don't like this. There's a floating cage thing like above this ravine here, and I'm like, I can't add it now because I don't have a tree, or I don't have that area like even close to polished yet. But I don't want to wait because I know I'm gonna forget if I wait, and that's like as much as nobody's gonna notice. Let's be honest. I don't like that. Well, see, he never actually responded, so I never asked him the question. Although it has to do with this. I will say that much. I was gonna ask him, yeah. I'll tell you if you want, although I'm not gonna tell you if you don't want. You can probably guess. I've talked about it on a couple of streams. I gotta add a back to this rock wall. That's my only, like, annoyance. Do I want to do that before I texture it? Hello, Games88. Thank you, and hello, Nas. Hope you have a good day as well. Hopefully everyone's having a good day or night. I am for the most part. I don't know if I said that yet. If I did, I said it again. Cry about it. If I didn't, then oh well. I said it now. This side is gonna look stupid, and I can tell you that for a fact. Okay, that's better. I'm just like, this looks stupid. I'm like, okay, that's not terrible, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna just do all this before I start texturing it. Texturing it is literally, like, the biggest thing, though. If you don't texture it, it's gonna look stupid. From experience. Yeah, I'm gonna try to have this kind of be, like, in line with the back. I don't need to look at that. Moving it back of an undeveloped... Oh, God. Oh, my God, not bones. We're gonna do the Pale City area. I guess we'll see. I should ask, let me ask you the same question. How are you gonna do it? I'm not gonna copy you. I'm just wondering because yeah, I'm. I mean, I'll probably just like I don't know. I have the game, which is nice, but I'll probably just figure it out. The only thing is, it is gonna take forever, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to find a point to where it's like, okay, I can't see this far back, so I'm gonna cut it off here and then just make the signal tower here, because I'm not gonna be able to like, you know, I can't put in. I mean, I can put in like this far back, but I can't go like triple this like it probably should be. I'm gonna have to find a happy medium to where it's not too short, but it's not too long for me to have to spend the rest of my life building it. Like, yeah, but that's not really a concern for now. I think I'll get to that when I get to that. Your full art plan. Oh, that's nice. How is your? Have you? You haven't worked on it in a while, have you? Piano. We're gonna. Song reference moment. This is just gonna be the chat singing now, isn't it? Looks like it's singing time. Scooby, yeah, it do be that way. Did you restarted it, didn't you? Because how was that whole thing going? Just out of curiosity. I really should make this like a block and a half taller. Just so it kind of like meshes with this better. Or at least this part, and then maybe I can have it kind of like trickle down into normal height length area thing. Yeah. I'm gonna just bring this entire wall back to this point until it ends, probably. Because, well, no, I'll go a little further probably at some point. But for now, I'll do it there. Because I've got to figure out how far back I want the wall to be. So what happened here? Oh, I guess I never actually did anything, never mind. Still known as rip. I've been pretty fortunate to, like, not get drowned in school yet. Although, the second semester is gonna be fun. Basically, because we're going places too, it's gonna be like, alright, so here's the plan. Just like, I'm gonna have to figure out exactly how I want to, or like what I want to prioritize specifically in really February. After that, it's not gonna matter as much. Hopefully during the summer, I'd like to, my biggest goal for 2023 is to hopefully get at least like halfway through the hospital. If I can get that far, then I think I'm in a decent enough position to finish this in a reasonable amount of time. Which, you know, that isn't necessarily the most, like, possible thing, and finishing it in a reasonable time isn't the most possible thing, I should say. It's just, you know, I'll have to figure out exactly what I want to sacrifice as far as time is concerned. Because I know I'm going to have to start, like, thinking really hard about, okay, prioritize this. Oh my god, it's Lefty. True. We saw everything on you, bruh. Really, it depends on the teacher you get in the classes. I got really unlucky because all my harder classes are next semester. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, got the easy classes out of the way, but now when I got to have to miss like half a month of school is when I am, you know, have the hard classes. It's unfortunate, but hopefully everything will be fine and I will be able to survive. I'm honestly at this point, I've hit a point to where I don't care what happens with my like grades or anything. I just want to get through school. Like, high school grades matter, I guess, if you're looking to get into a good college. But like, my GPA is high enough for me to just like not care. Ah, yeah, it's a true classic Lefty. Yeah, I know like Crazy Gaming's entire life story at this point. I swear to God. That looks pretty good. It's got a lot of detail, which is, I guess, good. You want detail. I guess I'll just keep bringing this thing down. Where did this? It's gone now. I had a string and I don't know where it came from, and now it's gone. If a teacher can't teach all subjects, why does the student expect to learn all subjects? That's true, honestly. Like, that basically shows that school teachers don't, like, remember anything. Like, let's be honest here. I think, obviously, basic math and stuff like that is important. But there's a level to where you don't need it, because if you need it, you're likely going to get taught that information again for whatever job or in college. You don't need a basic understanding that you're just going to forget. Because, I mean, the basic understanding of, like, addition, multiplication, those things are useful, even percentages and stuff. I think there's a level where it's just maybe you need statistics more than a lot of math classes. But statistics, I don't even think is a graduation requirement. You can get away without, you can get, at least in my school, you don't have to take it. But it's like, that's way too consistent. It's like, why teach me these things when I'm going to forget them in the next 5 years? 98% of it I'm not going to need. If I need it, I'm going to get taught it again. It's just the whole thing's pointless. Oh my god, it's orange. Hello, orange. I literally use to stare every single one there. I keep accidentally doing this. I only have so many different slab or other thing options. That was very descriptive, wasn't it? It's not like anybody's gonna see this. Hello, Friday. I'm not gonna say. That's not information you need to know. 98% of the time, just saying, if you're venting to someone, you really probably don't want that information out in the public. Like, if I told you, I don't know, some oddly specific thing. This is something that Random's really bad at. Sorry, Random, if you hear this, but, like, you're really bad at this. Figuring out what information that somebody tells you you should and should not say. Like, that's... you know, you need to find that line. Rebuilding. Little Nightmares 2, unfortunately. This is, I think, the one project that I have slight regrets starting, but also, like... I don't because... it's fun. I don't know. This is way too flat, actually. I need to... Even just like that. That's easy enough. Yeah, for sure not. Definitely not. Minus 4 unfinished projects. Same, though. I mean, City's the only other one I think that's substantial. Although, my only thing is, like, I'm looking at... Roughly, I'm gonna say my not official schedule. I have so much. I still gotta edit a Project Playtime video. I gotta edit the build battle we just did, piano. I gotta finish... I mean, this is a project. I got... City, I got other projects that I haven't touched in a while, but they don't count. I got something else that's gonna come up hopefully sooner rather than later because I'm tired of waiting. It's a lot. It's certainly a lot. And then I have just like personal stuff too. See you later, Common Grounds. This is torture. You at least you weren't there the day that it was really bad, piano. You would have hated your life. There are a lot of reasons, crazy. He called you stupid, crazy. I'm just kidding, by the way. He didn't actually. There was not a single word about you that happened in that discussion. Unless the word crazy was said, I don't remember. But I don't think that counts. Merry Christmas. That starts with an M. It's not terrible, but it starts with an M. I don't know how far I want to go here. This is gonna just be, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a, number by its toe. My only, like, issue... Okay, well then never mind. This is 17. This is like 1 or something, or 5. Oh, it's 7. So it's 10 blocks off. 10's a lot. 10 is a big number. So I guess that was also like 10 off from the previous. It wasn't in my event. Mogus! We're depending on the alphabet. Honestly, it sucks. I hate it. I don't know who came up with that god-awful trash. What do you hate about it? Everything! The number 26 is stupid. Bad version of playing with people. For sure. That isn't entirely what I meant to do. There we go. Anything else that I'm missing? The stair. Is that it? I think so. It made a really, really tangy sound. That was weird. I didn't like that. Well, I liked it. It was satisfying. But it was weird at the same time. The mud sound. For sure. Would you rather be 25 or 27? 25! Hey, Patrick. I thought of something funnier than 24. Let me hear it. 25. That's why. That's the only reason I'd rather it be 25. Yeah, I hated the letter pizza. What would you like to drop? Frick X. Nobody uses X. Like, friggin' xylophone, just put a Z, easy. You could definitely work around not having an X in the alphabet. Like, it's possible. Again, this doesn't matter what this looks like, nobody's gonna see it. Is that far enough back? Yeah, I guess so. I think. You spell wait, I was gonna say you spelled EX, but I just realized that still has an X in it. You just make it a different word. What is X-ray short for? You can probably replace the X in it somewhere. Or exit. You could do EKSIT. There you go. You should replace the XX on the coordinates group with the W axis. Yes, exactly. Frick the X axis. Picture. Yes. Inner skeleton system ray. Okay, I'm adding a black wall. Actually, just how? I mean, this one is further back, but it's fine, I'm sure. I'd say no one will notice, but everybody's gonna notice. Is that far enough back? I can't even tell, bro. I can't even see the darn thing. There's too much black happening. I should not go WYZ. Yeah, see, okay. But if there is no X, then W is the letter before X, so that would make sense. Anything else I want to change? Make the lowercase d. No, wait, no, actually. Make the lowercase d different. I don't know how. That like general look is way too overused. P, you got lowercase and uppercase P. You got kind of a lowercase Q. You got lowercase d. You got lowercase b. Like, bruh. You got a lowercase a if you're really bad at handwriting. No, X doesn't exist anymore. We removed it. Hi, random. I bet that was exactly how you wanted to enter the stream. Getting informed that the letter X is no longer existent. Is that far enough back? I don't even know if that is far enough back. Okay, I care. I guess it is. I guess it is. Because if the pathway is what we have here, then why, you know, why? The glass I don't think takes up as much as I'm thinking it does. It's like 7 layers, I think, which is actually 14 blocks. Let me go see what the layers are, because I kind of forgot. Okay, no, you're using an illegal symbol. You're now instantly wanted in 27 different countries, 48 states, and you're on the FBI watch list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's only 5 layers. I was very wrong. 5 layers, a block gap at the back. That's all I need to know. So then I can actually make sure that all the walls are in a good spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a tight amount of space, but it's fine. It works. Yeah, but yes, exactly. You got it. I don't understand why that did that though. Because look how much further back it goes. That doesn't make any sense to me. Getting Scottish shortbread fingers. You are a finger. Insult of the century. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, yeah, that's actually perfect. Okay, cool. This is gonna be a lot of texturing, and I hate texturing with a passion. It's so freaking boring. It's just breaking blocks and replacing them with a different color block. Like, why? Why am I doing this to myself? This is not an enjoyable experience. Oh, that was a stair. Unfortunate. Is this gonna change? No. I think that's good. I love how you did the D. That's really funny. Ah! Sorry, I'm okay. I just, like, screwed up really bad, and then, it scared me. I might just, like, really lazily texture the back. Like, I might just do Mossy Cobble. Fair enough. Like, I love how we're just gonna... You should just type like that for every single stream now of mine. Just my new alphabet. That's Omega. That's confusing, though. Nobody wants their alphabet to be confusing. Well, unless you're Greek, then it's not confusing. But... Ah! I did it again! What even is that, random, bro? Is that enough Mossy Cobble? Not really at the top. I think at the bottom it's kind of fine, although this area is bare. Bare bones. But I want a lot at the top, because the top is mossy, so... That was the whole reason Mossy Cobblestone got brought into this texturing anyways, originally. Because there is moss on the rocks. So I wanted to simulate that with more moss. I think the cobblestone will make it blend a little better, although I didn't even do the back yet. Or this side I definitely need to do, because you can see this from here. And I guess you can sort of see some of the back. If you're interested in replacing ooh with O and O with... Sure, why not? But no, actually replace the uppercase O with the little circle weird thing. And then replace the lowercase W with the W symbol. I think that would be more logical. My wrist just cracked. I don't know if I didn't hear that, but I was like, I kind of moved my wrist a little bit, and it just went, well, not like that, but it cracked, and it felt really weird. You sound like Gaming Pro, random. This is Gaming Pro's cue to randomly enter the chat. Hope he gets the signal. Zooming out. I'm gonna assume you mean zoning out, but okay. I kinda am. I'm kinda just not in it for some reason right now. I don't really know why. Every once in a while that just happens. I just don't, like, I don't know. I'm just tired, I guess. And focused on this. It doesn't really matter. I don't care if it looks good. This side's the only one that matters. And it looks good enough for my standards. What is now? Perfect. Glad we got rid of that X guy, man. He sucked. Cobblestone and mossy cobblestone are really just there to complement each other. Well, the mossy cobblestone is there for the moss. The cobblestone is there to complement the mossy. It's the whole reason we have both. I probably honestly wouldn't have added cobblestone if it, in most circumstances, but just because it is kind of similar. But I feel like only andesite, gravel, and stone would be a really like bland color combination. So adding the mossy, I think, really adds another layer of like detail to it. Even though it's not like a ton, it's just, you know, it just adds a whole nother color. Like, look how much more green and spruced up that looks compared to, is there any stone? There probably isn't any stone left. Okay, well, there's this. Compared to, like, this rock here, like, look how bland this looks, even with the texture. The cobblestone, I guess, even adds, like, more shades of gray. It's all just about shading, and... Oh, that was it. Does that do? 2. Good lord. Good enough. See you later, piano. Have fun, going. It's looking a lot better. Just those 2 colors. Although the andesite and I think the gravel is the other one that actually really adds some color. Even though it is gray, it's got like a slight, almost hazy tint to it, which is really good in a situation like this. Because it just adds, again, another little tint. It's not really as groundbreaking as the mossy cobble, but it's still pretty good. I am silent. I don't know why. I'm just zoning out. Again, I'm not fully in it right now. I'm not sure why. Sometimes it'll happen. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Has it already been an hour? It's already been 50 minutes. Oh my god. That flew by. I looked at the clock and I was like, 5:30. Hold on. Ain't no way it's been an hour. Give me that block. There we go. 48 minutes ago. Yes, sirree. You know it. I don't have anything to talk about. There's nothing interesting happening. Like, I don't know. I mean, we went to Caps practice this morning. That was fun. Frickin' Virginia, though. That's all. That's all I need to say, Virginia. Virginia's, like, traffic and just, like, the streets in general are just way too confusing. I don't know. I have a song stuck in my head from that because we ate at a restaurant and they were playing a song, and now that song's stuck in my head, which is always a fun experience, as well. Because now you're just like humming that in your head for the rest of the day until a different song gets stuck in your head the next day. Tends to happen to me a lot. This is really just gonna be like fine-tuning everything, the andesite. It's like any little area where there's a lot of stone, just less stone, basically. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out. I don't even remember what the context of that was, I just remember it's Portal. And I don't know why that popped in my head. But in layman's terms, we're just making everything nicer. A big area of stone equals less stone. Or convert into less stone, I guess. I'm not very sure. And then gravel is really just like a very fine detail. Not a whole lot happening with it, just, you know. Find a couple of blocks, make them gravel, and then we're good to go. That'll be the easy step. Actually, it'll be challenging to find a full block that's stone still. That seems to be the hardest part with the gravel. And making sure the thing's supported, because you know how gravel is in this game. It's annoying. Hello, Daniel. Yes, sir. Welcome back. Glad to see you're back for another stream. Something a little different than just vibing and playing games. We're probably gonna do another one of those soon. Scarecrow and XD want to have a 5-hour stream, which is fun. I'll probably go 4. I don't know if I'll do 5, but I'll definitely go 4. Yep, that's the problem I figured was gonna happen. Figures most of the stone. I'm gonna have to do this for like every single one. Sick. I love when I do that. I really want at the end of this fly into the world and just see how much just random pieces of sand and gravel there are, and also how questionable the underside of it is gonna look. I can think of one instance where it'll look really questionable, but it's not really because of this. It's not really because of the actual map. It's because of the way I had to do this. I'll go show you. Ironically, this doesn't actually. Does it? I don't actually know if I had to do this. I don't know if I had to fix this. I want to go. I want to see real quick. Okay, yeah, I did have to change it all, but I had to do this to keep up all the concrete powder, and you'll see this in some spots. Carpet's gone now, which is interesting. There was carpet on, I think, most of these, to hold it off. But I guess when I broke them all, the carpet vanished. I'll go show you the other side of this side. This side actually might not be as bad, because I didn't need to do some really weird things. But if I were sure, I don't know exactly if I would have the dedication for that. Yeah, this is just all dirt. And some glowstone, apparently. I don't know how that's here or why, but it is. And also, what any of this is. See how just weird this looks, though? Like, what is happening here? The water, specifically. And then the random sand everywhere. I don't actually know why that's here. Like, I don't know how that's there. Because I feel like we did... No, I guess not. Because I guess it was one of us or two of us were doing the dirt, and then the other person or two people were doing the sand. This thing's interesting here. How am I gonna, like... deal with this? What is my approach? I guess I could not black it out, or I could do because I guess I have to deal with that with the hunter's house too in school, so it'll be figured out eventually. I'm sure. Just questionably. Yeah, man, this really isn't that far back, but like I'm not gonna push myself to do like 100 blocks, or even like too much because I want to just get this thing done, man. My hope is by like February I'll be done. At least with the first chapter, not the game. There's no way that's happening. I'm not finishing this by the end of frickin' 2024. By the time I'm out of high school, this won't even be close to finished. Well, I'll be more than halfway. Halfway point would probably be, I'd say, once I finish the hospital. That's probably halfway. No, I'd say that's not even halfway. That's halfway through actually gaming the game, not halfway through building probably. I'll do that or something maybe. And there'll be another one here that's like, you know. I actually might just take this all the way to the back. Maybe I'll like end it right before the back, and then I'll just. Oh no, that's the back. Okay, that's good, because I think that'll just make it easier on me to do it this way. Sorry, I haven't checked the chat in a minute. I've been trying to figure out math. I'm really focusing. Maybe. Perhaps. These are kind of gonna collide, I think, no matter what I do. So I just did half of that for nothing. I'm just kidding. I don't really care that much. It is what it is. Imagine random emergency light. Actually, I'm gonna change your name to random exit sign. I was being so dumb you need a sign pointing to the exit of your... True crazy. I just realized I missed out on an opportunity. Hold on. Well, I missed out on a couple of opportunities. You can't get your chocolate balls open? Melt them. Melt your balls. Yeah, okay, so if I go over here, slam my face into there. I could have used coarse dirt and rooted dirt and more stuff. And also the mud, I probably should have, like, added some gray concrete, maybe some deep slate. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could have definitely done more with this, I think. But it looks fine. The mud is textured enough for what it is. Because I don't think it really needs it. It would be useful, but it doesn't need it. Let's go back like 500 blocks this way. Have we hit 1,000 yet? Well, not done, but have we hit 1,000 yet on what we've at least tampered with since, earlier? Yes, sirree. 1017. Really, I think most of this I'm just gonna make flat. I don't have the need to do anything more with it. So I thought it. Hold on. Let me just clarify. Oh, that wasn't what I thought it was. Haha, I'm using your phone charger. Cry about it. You just woke. You know what? I'm not gonna ask questions, T-Jock. Hi, welcome to the stream. I was just wondering where you were actually. I'll go down more. I think I'd rather it go down here than up. Now I'm gonna have go a little up, I guess, just for the intentions of it. But you know, so that's the corner. Yeah, that's the corner. Not that that's fully important, but it's there. I still gotta record a freaking thing. I just remembered. That's cool. Crazy Dominica, sir, man. If you're here, stay up all night watching. Nice, well done. Solid. But Crazy Dominica, or whoever's still here, remind me that I have to record a thing for a video. That's all I'm gonna need to know the context, because I'm probably gonna forget if I'm not informed. And editing those photos. Yes, sir! That's long overdue. I'm just reading a Discord message I just got, because I got the notification. That was... Oh, okay, that works too, I guess. Thank you, Crazy. Hopefully I actually, view my oh, no, I normally do review my messages before I actually go anywhere and do anything. That isn't very helpful, Random. I might actually just, like, get up to the ravine and then start kind of forming it. And then I'll probably end the stream. Because, you know. But, I mean, the fact that we're this, like, far into this is impressive. Like... There's something about the way that I tend to go about doing these things that is just extremely questionable. Like, how I took, like, that, I mean, okay, there was a different reason for, not working on this for, like, that really long period of time. I had a reason for that. Voice crack. My voice is very cracky. I had a reason for that, but it wasn't, like, it was kind of a weird reason that I'm not really gonna get into. But after I kind of, like, lost that reason, not really an excuse, I guess, kind of just, I didn't have the motivation was part of the reason, or it was a product of the reason, I have kind of found it, and I was like, you know what, frick this, I'm finishing the school, and I managed to go from the library to the end of the school in, like, a month. It's just, like... When I'm dedicated, I'm dedicated. And that library alone, it took me, about a week plus of working on it, like an hour to an hour and a half every day. And, like, I don't know where the motivation came from. I was like, you know what, frick this. And I think I'm starting to hit that stride again. I was, and then a tree. And then I, found it again just now, and yeah, perfect timing, I guess, during break. Hello, Facebank is here. That's true, actually, at least as far as Discord is concerned. Do you know me, though? Do you? Facebank stranger. I feel like I know most of you more than I actually do. Like, Random could, like, have some really deep, dark secret that I don't know about. But I feel like other than, God knows whatever the frick he hides in his basement, I know him pretty well. But you never really know somebody truly, entirely. I feel like 98% of your friends have some sort of secret that they haven't told you. I'm that friend. You know his address? I'm not gonna ask why you're asking that question to him, but, you know. I mean, I hope I know you. I know you enough to sit here and be like, yes, random emergency light. But, like, you know, I don't know your real name. I don't know a lot about you. So, I know you, but I don't at the same time. I gotta start building this back down. Can you see it from here? I mean, you sort of can. Okay, see, this is when you weren't here, Random, and this is what I was saying. You can't even delete that, I just realized. I was gonna let you XD. I do, but I'm not saying. Random, what you just said right there is exactly the point that I was making at the beginning of the stream when you weren't here. Just, like, not knowing what to say and what not to say about someone's personal information. Just don't tell anybody, because that thing called trust, yeah, you know, this is why I don't have it with people. That specific reason. Although I guess I did say something in this stream that would basically lead you to have evidence towards the same point, but it's the proof of concept. Oh, okay, message retracted, yet I can still view it because I deleted it. That's weird. Allegedly, XD. Meanwhile, in the basement. Yeah, see, exactly. These are the secrets. It's like one of those comedies where it just randomly cuts to the basement. For no explainable reason. Yeah, this is what happens in the basement on a daily occurrence. Oh yeah, for sure. Alright, we're, like, basically there. I gotta figure out how I want to mesh this, though, into the rock. Because considering this is ending here, like, what do I have it still keep going? I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, I guess no one will see it, so it doesn't matter what I do. Yeah, I thought bro was about to be like, my name's between A to Z, guys. It's like, oh, nah, I never would have guessed. Darn, gives away so much. That's such a wide range, and I can't be bothered to try right now, I'm gonna be honest. I'll just make this little end part flat, nobody cares. There we go. Why'd you delete that, Random, bruh? Christopher! That's my only guess that I'm gonna give. I missed a part. You missed a spot. Yeah, SpongeBob reference. That I think meshes well enough. You're changing the alphabet has sparked a conversation about the alphabet in a Discord server. Wait, how? What server and how? I need more context than that. Did you, like, mention this in a server? Or did it just happen? Because if so, that's really funny. That's where shit to spruce. I say as I'm in the middle of doing it. It's just gonna be better that way. There we go. It is a lot less of a contrast, but it's gonna be the color of the, it should be the color of it. I don't need this anymore. I'm just gonna destroy this. I guess I'm gonna just go down to the ground. Do I want to go just down to the ground? I think that's actually a good fine spot. Fine spot to start. Now, I'm gonna actually go check though. How many layers of gray glass is it? Nacho cheese. On a serious note, cheese. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that it? Okay, 9 is it. And 9's a lot. 9 plus like 20 or something. You figure you have to double 9, so you get 18, so you get 38. We're not at that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna just have to go into the ground then. That's fine. You look like nacho cheese, random. You look like just a nacho, just a singular nacho. Oh my god, it's gravel. Okay, let me actually do some wall stuff before I even think about anything else. Hawaii? Hello, hello, hello. It says you're doing LN2. Yes, sirree. Hello, Zach. That's what you I know what province he lives in, but I'm a little bit smarter, so I'm just not gonna. A little smarter. I'm not gonna say, but I know. I don't know city. Well, I think I know. I feel like you and Gaming Pro live in the same province. Random. I'm not positive on that, but I feel like you do. Not to dox Gaming Pro either, but you know. Town of Hell in Michigan is froze over. Oh my god! I hate that I know that song reference. I hate so bad. Assuming it's a song reference. It feels like one. It probably isn't actually, now that I'm thinking about it. No, not XD. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. That's, I think, far enough for now. You cannot legally drive to New York. I can also drive to New York, except I can legally. Unlike you. You got a tailored suit for your birthday? Nice. That's pretty epic. Mr. Fancy Pants. 59. It has to be 58 then. It's still 59. Oh, because I didn't... Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. 1758 982. Interesting the typing overlay doesn't show up either. I was just wondering about that. Bruh. Concrete 15. I always like to do keep just in case I really screw up that. Just that bad. 64 983. Okay, 64 983. That's easy enough to remember. There we go. Nice. Oh, always have been. Nice. Into the Earth 100. Imagine. I know what year, random. I know what year. Because I'm old. That's all. I'm just old. Sometimes I do feel old. I'm not gonna lie. Been on this godforsaken planet for, like, 14 years too long. Okay, I'm gonna take some rough estimates here. I'm gonna say, like, here. Take this coordinate down. 17, 1043. And yes, crazy, this is one of the worlds that is not in the negatives. Because I remember you having that issue and not being really confused when you couldn't do a command because you forgot or didn't know that the world wasn't wasn't in the negatives. That was funny. That was really funny. You're like trying to figure this thing out forever, and it was like, yeah, it's yeah, air. Nice. I'm just gonna like destroy this. I don't need this moss carpet. You came out of your mom and I can just envision that, honestly. Ha! Hate when that happens in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. Why is this like this? Just like unrelated, but why? Who did that? I mean, I did that, but why did I do that? I'll probably go to the bedrock level. Well, I actually don't even think. Hold on, wait, what was the number? It was 16 plus like 23 or something. So, I mean, like roughly 4. I'll go 40 blocks. Worst case, if it is too big, whatever. It doesn't matter. Dang, you and Random are the same age. Imagine Dragons. Okay, this side, or not this side, that's it. This side is pretty simple. That's the ravine size. I mean, it does get kind of narrow, I guess. Although it's still not bad, I guess. I don't know. So it's marked out. That's cool. Do I want to do the front wall before I actually start doing the ravine? Back wall doesn't matter because it's lined up. Should be. Yeah. And the front wall, I guess, doesn't matter either because it is, well... Yeah, it is lined up. Let me see. I could really do it for this whole area. This I'm going to have it a spruce wall, though, just because, I think. And I might even extend it forward a couple more rows. Well, do I want to... I don't know. That's a tough call, because then it screws up this. Like, bad. I guess I could give it one row, just so this isn't up against the wall, because I don't really want it to be. But there also is no door here. That's what I'm like, about. I didn't even realize the detail I have here, like this. The windows. My building really wasn't that bad, other than this door handle. But we're gonna pretend that that didn't happen. The door in general is actually really abysmal. But, like, my detailing really, other than, again, the TV as well. But the detailing isn't that bad. I got some cool thing going on here. This is gonna be changing money mangrove roots, probably. But, I mean, it isn't as bad as it is. You said you can drive. Do you have a car? I don't have a car. I'm not old enough to have a car. Well, I mean, I am, but I'm not old enough to have the money to have a car. I mean, I guess I could, but, yeah. I don't actually have my, driver's license. I only have a learner's permit, which is still good enough to, like, you know, do things, but, yeah. I can't wait till I actually have my, provisionals, though. So I can just, like, leave, like, alright, guys, I'm going, I'm out of here. Just, I don't know, go to Walmart or something. I don't know why specifically Walmart, just, you know. Do I want to just, yeah, I might as well just fill this whole thing in, whatever. 16, 25, 11, 10. What would you want to drive? Ooh, I actually really like that question. That's an interesting question. I don't know. I don't have any specific cars in mind, but I would just want a car that's, like, is good at driving. Just, like, a nice, comfortable, safe car. I don't really want sick. I love low battery. I don't really want any, like, thing crazy. I don't want, like, I don't know, some sports car or anything. I'd probably like a mid-sized car. I don't know, like a not quite minivan size. Maybe like, I don't know. My dad has a Subaru Outback. I'm not a huge fan of driving it. There's something about it that's just like too old for me almost, even though it is only like 8 years old. I said it's pretty old. But it's kind of just, I don't know. There's something about it that isn't great. But I kind of like that like size of car. But there's no specific answer that I have for that. I'll charge my controller in a minute. I might actually end the stream in a minute. This is gonna have an awkward connection. I can feel it. Because this is gonna have to go, I think, straight down onto it and then start going in. That's really unfortunate, actually. I guess what I could do is I could do this. And then just have this go out, oopsies. Have this go out another row. It's not necessarily like a huge change. Just, you know. Yeah, you can, random. Also, I'm not gonna tell anybody. I have higher standards than that. But you shouldn't trust me anyways. I'm some random person on the internet that you have never actually, like, had a face-to-face talk with. XD was close. Actually. XD's just built different, honestly. I don't want it to be quite that low. I can't wait for the slime effect to take full force. That's the one thing I love about doing this. There's something satisfying about the pattern that yeah, I'm gonna go right to there. That should be enough, but worst case, I mean, if I have to go back and extend it another... do I want to just extend it because I'd rather have it... too long. Well, what was the number? Was it 11 rows? He didn't. Hold on. He didn't. Oh, he did. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of a different answer, but no. Yeah, you're right. Actually, he's a monster. He is a monster. That's true. In Mazda convertible, I can press a button and the top comes up or down. I like that. That is cool. XD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll just start by the area that I would want it, the top bit to be. Oh no, I bully you anyways, XD. I don't care if you're here or not. Also, after stream and after actually never mind. I lied. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what I was gonna say. It doesn't matter. I'll start maybe there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, Christmas. I got a PS5, which is pretty epic. That's what I'm currently on, actually. I also got a cool jersey. Capitals jersey. The reverse retro, the black Screaming Eagle one. Did you get anything good, Zach? Actually, his real name is your mom. Got Nintendo Switch. Nice. Pretty epic. I like doing these. The sound of the mud as well is just perfect. Where's your flat world at 0? This was made before Bedrock. Before Bedrock. Or sorry, not before Bedrock. It was during Bedrock. Before how did I miss that block? Before the limit changed. Or the floor changed. I guess. It's kinda old. I think that was a way too short of a row. That's fine, actually. Let's make this part look more droopy. Yes, sirree. Also a suitcase. Yo, nacho cheese, get in the van! It's gonna be the inside joke now, isn't it? Random looks like nacho cheese, honestly. I hate the offset. It always looks so stupid. Hopefully it'll even itself out though. Usually it does. Usually it's not like bad enough to where it's like noticeable. Especially on this side. Yeah, like hopefully this part will smooth it out. It sorta did. Looks like an egghead? You look like an egghead. You know it's brutal when XC's corrected you twice on basically the exact same thing. Got a book because you're a nerd. I got like 4 books. All FNAF books. I got Fazbear's Frights 3, 4, 5, and 11. Frick, honestly though, frick 6 through 10. If only it was 6 through 9. That'd be funny. But yeah. I also got 2 Lego sets, but those aren't entirely important. I haven't even finished the one yet. It's been too much stuff. Okay, this is how I like when it looks. It has like a level of almost symmetry, but it's not symmetrical. Wait, imagine not grammaring properly. Legos are expensive as frick. It's kind of cringe, honestly. Everything's getting expensive. Back in my day, back in the day though, it was like so much less expensive, and now they're just like, all right, maximum money. Let's see how much these sad parents will pay for this stupid plastic toy. Like, not the Legos are stupid. That isn't entirely. That's not what I mean at all by that. But just like the proof of concept of overpricing. You have all the Fazbear Frights, including the 12 in the original. Here's the graphic novels, the original. Yo, nice. You have like I said, it's $100. It's crazy. Bro, my most expensive is like goes for like 300 now. I think probably more than that actually. I have the mountain cave. I think that's what it's called. I forgot the name of it, but I have the biggest one. See you later, crazy Gomniga. Here's a FNAF show shade. Ah, see, but that's not Lego. That's McFarlane. I had that at one point, and then I sold it for money on eBay. True story. Back in the day, the biggest sets used to be 100 max, now the most expensive is 600 recently. Good God. Some of those, like, big ones, though. I mean, I think a singular Lego brick should be, like, 5 cents. No. Yeah, 5 cents. And then when you consider the cardboard and all that, like, maybe we'll say a 500-piece set should be, what's 5 times 5? 25. Like, $30 or $40. 500 is a solid amount of pieces for a Lego set. That's really all it's worth. Like, it's not worth more than... Unless it's, like, old and collectible, then people will pay a lot for that. But that's a whole different, like, story. If you're paying a lot of money for a collectible, that's on you, not retail price necessarily. But that also kind of feeds into that whole buy and resell thing. Which is very infuriating, by the way. There's a level of it to where it's like, okay... If you need the money, then sure, whatever. But don't go, like, $3,000 for something that's worth, like, 80. It's absurd. My knife vision is freaking out under the world right now, by the way. But, I mean, I think there is a level of it to where it's like, okay, fair enough. You know, people will pay this, so might as well ask for it. But it still doesn't necessarily mean that it's, like, cool. Not a collectible. No, he didn't, because he didn't even spell the word fat right, XD. Well, okay. I'm not necessarily saying that those are specifically collectibles. I'm saying retail price, it should be reasonable. It should be what it is worth at that time. When something is released, it's not instantly worth, like, a lot more. It's like, if you wait, like, 6 years or something, then maybe that same item will be worth, like, triple or something. That's fair. That's supply and demand. I guess not supply and demand, but I guess demand. I guess yeah, supply and demand because there is no supply. So you know, what are you willing to pay for this? is always, I think, the interesting question with that. And I mean, you know, if you're gonna pay, you're gonna pay it. Although, you know, Legos I think are very collectible. You can't deny that. Like, I guarantee you, unless you're obviously like a child, you buy Legos as collectible items. Like, you know, they're definitely collectible. Just not necessarily like right when they come out. Is it gonna have that collectible mindset? Yeah, it's because common CA are literally the same thing. I hope you realize that, random. Just CA is the Canadian version of com. Oh my god, XD, XD. That's actually really funny and slightly true. Also random, you have zero room to talk. After you spelled the word fattest wrong. Like, I don't think I need to finish that sentence. You understand. I was done with Lego. They're making garbage sets, so the good sets are 200, 600. The new Minecraft sets are actually pretty solid. I really like them. Uh, but they're not worth the price. Like, it just isn't. I want to see a Little Nightmares 2 set. I would pay good money for that. Where are you going with this, random? I don't know why that's the conclusion everybody draws to, though. Like, okay, yes, I'm skinny, but that doesn't mean anything specifically. If anything, it's more annoying than anything. I don't care. Just, like, shut up. Tell your brother I said happy birthday, XD. If you don't tell him, I'm gonna slap you. I think, is that enough mudding for today? Yeah, I think that's enough. We made a good amount of progress. I mean, we're basically done now up until... I'll call it 10:10. It's pretty good. Hopefully next time you see this whole area will be done, unless I decide to stream it again soon. But, I'm on the grind, you know? I'm just trying to get somewhere. Well, that's where I'm going to end this stream. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, as I save this in the playlist as per usual. One more row. No, frick rows. They're columns, get it right. Even though I say rows, but only I can be wrong. Have you finished your dinner? And I will see you on the next one. Peace. How the frick do I end this again? Oh, yeah.